answering last night. Kaylee went upstairs and she screamed because someone was in the room and she ran downstairs. And I kept calling her name and she wouldn't answer. And then I saw the guy. And I locked the door. And then I ran downstairs. We don't know what's going on.
Come here. There's two. Looks like big bodies.
I heard her scream and she ran downstairs because she saw someone. That's what I'm pretty sure she said. Someone's here, and she screamed and just ran downstairs. And I called for her name, but I jumped up and locked my door because I was so scared. And then I heard someone in the bathroom, and I heard her crying, and I heard some guy say that you're going to be okay, I'm going to help you. And I kept calling her name, but she wasn't answering. And then I opened the door for a second, and I saw this guy, and he was not insanely tall, but he's wearing all black and like this mask, which is covering his forehead and his mouth.
Well, get down. We've got a quadruple homicide.
November 13, 2022, at 11:58 hours, Moscow police officers responded to a call on King Road for an unconscious individual. Upon arrival, officers discovered 4 individuals who were deceased.
Where's she at? Yep. Where's she at? Where's she at?
Yes.
Where at? Up here? Up here. Up here. You got her call that someone, I just came checking here and see what it's called. And I checked this, she was weird and she's... I didn't check them yet, but I'm pretty sure 13. Okay, do that. I don't know if they're still in or not. I'm really confused. I grabbed the 1370. Okay, stay back there, please. Slow down. Just come here. There's 2. Looks like big bodies. Dude. All right. Okay. Nobody's allowed to leave for now, okay? Just stay here for me, please. Do you know the... Here, can you guys go over to the dumpster for me, please? Okay, let's clear it. Thanks for... I'm just right down here. Police department. Police department.
Department, if you're in here, announce yourself. Moscow Police Department.
Clear. Going up there. Police Department.
We're on third floor, coming up. Moscow Police Department.
Dude. We're clear. Let me just secure the outside first. So.
Go to the front door.
There's the back entry. I was going to start taping it all off.
I was taping the outside off.
Okay.
Where's the...
There's two right here. I got in there. Shut it off in there. Check with the prints. There's nothing else out there. Do you want me to go back there and start hiding people? Okay, I'm going to start IDing all them. It's a... Thank you.
No, you're good.
Hang in there, brother. There.
I didn't tell you anything. I get much stressed about it. Mostly we're in the main room.
This is one of the...
Pretty much they were in the main room. I heard them dancing and laughing. Kaylee went upstairs and she screamed because someone was in the room and she ran downstairs. And I kept calling her name and she wouldn't answer. And then I saw the guy. And I just locked the door and then I ran downstairs to we don't know what's going on.
Can you come here with me, please? Break Fire 3170. Could you guys grab some blankets for all these people out here?
Oh, okay.
Nope. Just come over here with me, please. Okay. Just give me 1 second, please. I'm going to get your name and information. Just 1 second. We'll get you a blanket and stuff, all right? Guys, yeah, that'd be good for now, and then maybe the big white one whenever you're moving on. Actually, you guys probably just hang on to these whenever. Is that ambulance on its way? No, I think that's it out there. We would like a blanket right now. It's temporary. Anybody like one for your feet to stand on? Okay, I'll let you. Thanks, man. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, if that ambulance shows up, that'd be great. Could you grab some blankets? They're warmer. Okay. I know she's barefoot, so I was hoping to get something for her, but thank you very much. Thanks, boss. And your middle name? Let's get phone number to check. Okay. And is this your address?
Yes.
What's that address?
1122 King Road.
Is your driver's license right?
Yes.
Okay. How much have you seen him?
No, I don't really know. I just saw my friend when I called because we were so scared. Like, can you please come help us? And that's all I saw. I told us not to go with that man right there. That helped show you.
They're going there.
Yeah, I think that's when he told us he needed to call the contact.
Do you mind just waiting over there for me, please? Okay. Now I overheard you talking about last night.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, the more we know right now, the better. We start this process.
Yeah.
Somebody will probably be revisiting this interview with you very soon.
Okay,
So you're probably going to have to retell the story.
That's fine.
All right. What do you remember seeing? What started?
I remember I was in my room and I was trying to go to bed and I heard Kaylee, who is girlfriend, who has the dog in her.
Real fast. Which one is your room?
Kaylee.
Which one is your room?
Oh,
what room are you in? You that room?
My room, not Xana's room. My room.
And your room is this one right here?
Next to the stairs. That one, Xana's room.
Second floor room.
Second floor.
Okay.
All I heard was I heard her go upstairs. Like, okay, I'm gonna go to sleep now because she's going upstairs.
You heard who go upstairs?
Kaylee and the dog Murphy.
And upstairs to the very top?
Yeah, that's where her room is.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden I heard her walking up. I heard her scream, and she ran upstairs because she saw someone. That's what I'm pretty sure she said. Someone's here, and she screamed and just ran downstairs. And I called for her name, but I jumped up and locked my door because I was so scared. And then I heard someone in the bathroom, and I heard her crying, and I heard some guy say that you're going to be okay, I'm going to help you. And I kept calling her name, but she wasn't answering. And then I opened the door for a second, and I saw this guy, and he was not insanely tall, but he was wearing all black, and like this mask, which is covering his forehead and his mouth. And I locked the door, and I called, and I didn't know what to do.
This is at 4
a.m., yes. And so then I just ran down to
you left here?
I left my room down to she's that one with the white blinds at the very bottom. I ran down there and we talked, and we just locked the door. We didn't think anything of it. We're like, nothing happens in Moscow, so we just like tried to go to bed. And then we woke up, and it was weird because none of our roommates were up, and we called all of them. They were not waking up, and so me and like, this is weird. So I called and come over, and then that's all this happened.
Who all lives here with you?
Me, that one right there.
Okay. Who's the name?
Xana is the girl in there.
Is the girl that
Yes.
this one?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you spell her name?
Xana.
Do you know if she has a middle name?
Alexis, I think.
Do you know what her last name is?
Kernodle. K. I don't know how to spell it really. K. You know? R-N-O-D-L.
K-A-E-R.
K-E-R.
K-E-R.
N-O.
N-O.
L-E.
D-L-E. Okay.
X-A-N-A.
X-A-N-A. Okay.
Ethan who's in there. He doesn't actually live here, but he's here like almost all the time.
There's a male that lives here, and
He doesn't actually live here. He's in the room with Xana, I believe.
he's in there right now.
But he doesn't live here, but he's here a lot. And then there's Maddie, Mogen, and Kaylee up top. I don't know where they're at though.
Maddie
Mogen. Maddie Mogen and
Maddie Mogen.
Yeah.
And who?
Kaylee Goncalves. She's the girl that I was talking about, Kaylee, who I just heard her go upstairs and run that back downstairs.
And the guy that lives here, his name is what? He's usually
Ethan Chapin.
And you knew he was here this morning?
No, I didn't know. I had no idea who was here.
Okay. Alright, describe the guy that you saw.
I don't think he was a little bit taller than me. And, I couldn't really see much of him, but I'm almost positive he was wearing a full black outfit. And he had this mask that was just over his forehead and over his mouth, and he didn't say anything to me, like, at all. I just shut the door and locked it, because I didn't know what to do. And I think he went out, like, the side door, the sliding door in the kitchen that goes up to the backyard.
Okay.
And then I didn't know anything else, so I called, and I was like, I just need to come downstairs and find you, because I don't know where anyone else is. And I called Maddie, I called Xana, I called Kaylee, no one would answer.
Okay. Alright. For Xana, do you know how old she is?
She's 20.
Is she in a
Yeah, not anymore.
Okay. Is she a student at UVI?
Yes.
Do you have any contact information for her parents?
No,
It's okay. Well,
Okay.
we
I just
can get that
remember her name,
eventually.
her dad's name.
And then Ethan. E-E-T-H-A-N.
And Chapin, C-H-A-P-I-N.
Hey, real fast. She's saying this morning around 4. There's a guy, black mask, was in there. She didn't recognize him. She heard her screaming upstairs. She got scared, locked herself in the room. And then the screaming all stopped. She's pretty sure that this masked person went out that back. And right now, getting all of the information. She knows who the girls are up there. I haven't told her who's deceased or anything like that. They just have 4 people that are unaccounted for their knowledge. Whose dog? Who owns the dog? Okay. Okay. Since she knows a bunch of the people who are living here, I'm getting all their names, and then I'll finish collecting all their information. Okay. How old is Ethan?
Can I apologize? There's a door downstairs next to the bathroom that's got a padlock on or a lock on it. You guys?
We don't know.
Okay. Who has access to that room? Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not something you guys want to do?
No, we have no idea what it is.
Thank you guys.
So Ethan, how old is Ethan?
I believe he just turned 20.
20. And it's Chapin, Chapin?
Yes, I believe.
Okay. Do you happen to know either of their date of birth?
No, I know Xana's date of birth.
Okay. Where's and Ethan's also a U of I student?
Yes, he is.
And you don't see him here right now? You see, but I'm pretty sure he was in that room.
I think so. I think it's what told me. I don't know for sure.
Alright, and then the 2 additional roommates that aren't here right now,
They're not.
that aren't here with you,
Yeah.
what are their names?
Madison Mogen, Maddie Mogen. And then Kaylee, Kaylee Goncalves, Gonclaves. I think that's how you spell it.
How old is Maddie?
She's 21. Or 21 or 22, I can't remember. They're both over 21, but I don't know exactly.
I think so. How old is Kaylee?
Over 21, I believe she's 21 or 22. Sorry, I don't quite remember.
It's okay. You're doing great.
Thanks.
I'm asking a lot of you. So I appreciate you.
Don't say anything.
You're doing very well.
Do you know if the other 2 girls are upstairs or no?
Right now, what we got to do is we got to process this whole thing. I don't know what I'd be permitted to.
That's fine. That's fine. I understand.
Okay, let's go back. I just want to make sure we're getting everything. So you're sure at about 4 this morning?
Yes, it was 4:10.
You first noticed a guy.
Well, I first noticed Kaylee go upstairs and scream and run downstairs.
So 4 this morning, went upstairs
Yeah.
to the way top.
Yes, to her room. With Murphy, the dog.
Okay. And then you heard Kaylee scream.
I heard her scream and run as fast as she could downstairs. And she said, someone's here.
She ran downstairs.
Yes, I could hear it. You can hear everything. And I heard her run downstairs really fast. And then I heard Murphy barking a lot.
Okay.
And then I heard her going to I think it was the bathroom, and I remember her sobbing, and I just remember hearing this guy's voice that I didn't recognize saying, you're gonna be okay, I'm gonna help you, but it wasn't I don't know how to explain it. It wasn't in a nice way, it was a weird way, a weird tone.
You're gonna be okay. I'm gonna help you.
Yeah.
And you didn't hear anything from Kaylee anymore?
No, after that I didn't hear anything. So then I kept calling for her name. I called on my phone, I called Xana, Maddie, and Kaylee, none of them answered. So then I opened up the door to look, and that's when I saw the guy pass by. He looked at me, but he didn't come towards me or say anything, which was really confusing to me. I don't understand that. And I'm pretty sure he went out the side door. And then I called and said she thought maybe there was a fire or a firework, but we didn't know. She heard this loud noise and there was a light, I guess.
Did you hear a pop, a bang?
I don't know. Did you hear a bang?
It's what she heard.
Okay.
That's what she heard.
Okay, never mind. I didn't hear that.
Hey, where are you going right now?
I'm just going to pick up my phone.
Okay. Where's your friend live? To the left, please.
Yeah, I can go.
Okay.
I don't think I ever heard a bang. I didn't think anything about fire or firework.
Or a
Until I
gunshot.
told her. I don't think I heard anything of that, but I also was kind of in and out of it because I was so scared and I was really tired. And that's when I called and I told her, I need to come to your room because she was the only one that was answering me. So I just ran down there. And for a second I stopped and I saw Xana passed out. And I thought maybe she was just like sleeping or something. I didn't think anything because I was so out of it. And I went into the room and we just fell asleep. And then we woke up this morning and no one was waking up at all. Like no one was answering, which was really weird because all of us wake up around like 9 or 10. And then I called to come check. And he came here first. And I told him what happened. And then he looked in the room and he said, "You need to get out and call the cops."
The guy that you saw, and it was dark, right? Or were there lights on?
I think there were lights on in the house, I believe.
Okay.
I don't really know what he looked like because he had a mask, but he wasn't like super tall.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'10". I think it was maybe my height an inch or two higher or lower. I can't really remember.
So about 6 foot.
I think so. Around there.
How was he built? Fat, skinny, stocky?
More like skinny, but like basketball player kind of skinny. Like not too skinny, but like almost fit skinny in a way. That's what I think. I don't know for sure.
And then the voice, he said, when he said those words, you didn't recognize that voice before.
I didn't recognize him or his voice. I mean, I also couldn't see him, but I didn't recognize that voice at all. I couldn't even cross my mind if that could be.
Did you guys have a party last night too? Or?
Not tonight, but there was and we had like a formal thing beforehand. That was 2 days ago.
Okay. Is there anything that popped out about that event that was concerning?
No, I mean, I went to see Ethan. This is my friend Xana and her dating, and Xana went there. I was there for a little bit, and then I went to my friend's house down the street, and then I came back home with my friend. Everything was fine. Nothing weird at all. Nothing suspicious until 4 a.m.
Okay. Alright. I don't think I have any more questions for you right now.
Okay, if you do, it's fine.
Somebody else will.
Okay, sounds good.
So let's grab that. Let's go back over there. All right, who else lives here? Can I get your last name, please? Hey.
It's just my brother's godfather this way.
Okay, do you mind hanging out here, please? You said. Okay. Can you spell that for me? Do you have a middle name? What's your date of birth? What's a good phone number to reach you at? And then is your driver's license through what state? What state is your driver's license through? You have a room that's assigned to you here? Were you here last night? Okay. Is it okay if you walk over to my car with me and we can talk over there? Okay. I'll tell you the same thing I told her. Is you guys are probably going to be talking to a lot of people, retelling the same story. So,
Am I still allowed to go home soon? For Thanksgiving?
we can't hold you forever. Okay. So we'll cross that bridge when it gets there, and the detectives will work with you guys to get hold of you however you best can. Okay. So you worked here last night. What time frame were you here through now? Were you here the whole time?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. What time did you get here last night?
Can I check?
Yeah. And while you do that, I'll turn off my lights too. I'll be right back. I forgot you were here, man. Do you still want to hang out here?
I just want to know what's going on.
Yeah. I don't know how much I'm allowed to disclose right now. We're processing what's going on in the scene. As soon as we know for sure, we can tell you guys what's going on. We absolutely will. I know it sucks to be in the dark with this, but okay. And what's your relationship again? Yeah, man. As soon as I know we're able to fill you in on what's going on, we'll let you know. Okay. Like I said, you're welcome to get out at any point. If you want to hang out here, you can because it's warm. If not, if you want to hang out with them, you're gonna hang out outside too. Okay. Tell you what, I'll just crack the door. I'll try to not lock it on you so if you need to get water machines. We can start. Yeah, we can see if somebody can bring some of that stuff by. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. Alright, so what time were you here last night?
About like 1:24 or something in the morning.
Today? Yeah. 1:24 you got here? Okay, what was going on at about 1:24?
And my friend watching the Diaries on the couch.
You and... Okay. Watching Vampire Diaries. You...
She's just one of my friends. I'm sitting over there. Can you just talk?
Oh, okay. All female?
Yes.
Alright. Okay, so you guys watching Vampire Diaries out in this the second level? Okay, and then for how long?
I don't know. And then Maddie and Kaylee came home from the club. And then we all hung out in Kaylee's room for a little.
So Maddie and Kaylee were at the club?
Yeah.
You know how long they were there? Probably till closing at least?
I don't know. They went to drug truck afterwards.
Drug truck. Okay. And then they came home at about what time?
Sorry.
It's okay. You're doing great. So they did get home at 2?
Ish.
How do you know that?
I just have a picture of Kaylee's room with Murphy.
And what happened after that?
And then me and Maddie took out Murphy, and then...
Murphy's the dog?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I went inside to go to bed, and she was still taking him out. And then I was in my bed, like, about to go to sleep, and Maddie just said that she was Murphy. Like, she was, like, and was wondering if he was with me, and I just said no, and then I went to bed.
And what time do you think you fell asleep?
Maybe 2:30, 3.
Okay, what time did you wake up at all between 2?
I heard something like loud and Murphy like bark. And usually like she barks at things. And then I thought I saw like a firecracker, so I thought someone maybe was just drunk and like put a firecracker in the house. But I wasn't even really sure because I was kind of still asleep, so I wasn't sure if it was like real.
So, I'm sorry, I had listened to a couple things at a time. Loud, you thought you saw a firecracker because of a quick flash?
Yeah, through like my door, but I was like still half asleep, so I don't know if it was like real. I thought it was maybe a dream.
Okay. And then, yeah, did you ever like pick up your phone and see what time that was, or?
Oh, maybe I might have called her and asked her what was happening, because sometimes we hear things and I'll call her and be like, oh, what was that? And she's just Ethan.
Okay.
You guys recognize all these vehicles in here?
Yeah. I tried to call Maddie and Ethan and Xana and all them at like 4:20.
So you called
I tried to call
Maddie?
answering, but didn't.
at what time?
4:30 and 4:22. And then 4:21. And then Ethan at 4:22. And then Kaylee at 4:31. That's what they were posting.
At 4:31?
Yeah.
So no answer, and then did you go to sleep after that?
Yeah, I just kind of fell asleep again. I was like half awake.
Okay, and then what, throughout your day, you got up about what time today?
I like woke up and my jaw was hurting really bad. I took some Advil at like 6 or 7, and then I just went back to bed. So I figured no one would be up anyways. And then I didn't wake up until I called you guys again.
Okay. Moscow 70, could I get the time this call was generated? Copy, thank you. Alright. Remember seeing anybody in there that
I was
was
just
long?
downstairs the whole time with my door locked. So that's why I always think of it. I was like, scared. I didn't really hear anything either, but they were just being like loud and making food.
Pretty typical. Okay. Do you have any parent contact information for?
I know Maddie's.
Okay.
No, I know her boyfriend.
Okay. What's Maddie's boyfriend's name? Is anybody having any issues with any boys?
She lives in Boise.
Okay, so you wouldn't be up here right now.
This is last week.
And then I was talking to you about the formal stuff, right?
No, I
That was
wasn't.
her. Okay, so you guys had a formal.
Some people over for formal yesterday.
No issues? Okay, everybody got along? And you were out here when I rolled up?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I don't know if I have any other questions for you right now. Okay. I appreciate that you did very well. You're calling as things become more clear. Write them down or something so you don't forget. Sound like a good plan? Like I said, some other people are going to be talking here. And then we'll make sure everybody has the detective's case number or the detective information, and so that you can reach out to us if anything comes to mind, and not just wait for us to reach out to you. Make sense? Okay. Physically, are you doing fine otherwise? Okay. All right. We'll go back there. Thank you very much. Does anybody else live here? Who, by show of hands, who was all here when I got here? Sorry to talk to you too. Okay. Alright. 1 second. So, Maddie and Kaylee were at the club last night. They got grub truck after. Don't know if they ran into anybody that maybe had issues there. They just had a formal the other day when without a hitch. There was no issues at formal. Said that there's nobody that they should be having bad blood. So obviously follow-up needs to be done at the club and the grub truck to be released. I did a very preliminary interview with the two people that live here and that were here last night. Everybody else I'm about to identify was not here last night, but was here in the parking area when I rolled up, so I'll just get that information.
Anybody asked any of these cars going these days?
Ryan asked, sounds like they recognize all these vehicles to include some of the ones down there.
If they ask, I mean, these can leave for the time being.
Okay.
We need to start, as Tyson gets here, we'll start figuring out how to get this tomorrow along.
Yeah. A couple of them did ask about like bottles of water or something. I don't know if there's anybody logistically that can work that out. We can call EMS
I
too.
have a couple bottles in the car.
Okay. I know would be willing to help out however they can.
Okay, I'll go grab those out of my car.
Okay.
And then
Keep asking what's the status of all four people. I don't know. We're figuring it out. If they ask, dude. Okay. What's your name? What? Mind just hanging out with them for a second? We have family members walking up for Ethan. Where do you want me to set them?
I would like to know. Can you start with the one?
Yeah. What are we trying to just search this residence? Okay.
Hey, I just talked to our shift sergeant. Back installing the search warrant right now.
And then the last calls to you, this is the timestamps that good right after it happened. It's at 4:21, 4:22, 4:30. She made these phone calls immediately after the bang.
Okay. Called people that are
Yes.
and
No one answered.
Perfect.
Do we want to shut this down so Travis not volunteer?
I can do that. All right. Thanks, Darren. All right. Sounds like you're possibly was a doctor or firecracker.
Okay.
We haven't seen any obvious gunshot wound. And then, what did your lady say about someone coming in and seeing somebody coming in?
She saw a guy masked, about 6 foot, skinny built like a basketball player, she described. Said that he had a just full black mask, you can see like a ski mask, at about 4. Immediately after, she yelled, said there's someone in the house. This girl ran, locked herself in her room. Could hear a roommate that was upstairs, Kaylee. Somehow she was able to discern that it was Kaylee screaming. Then she could hear this masked man saying, sorry.
Tell Brett.
She could hear him say, you're gonna be fine, I'm gonna help you. And then,
Shut off?
yeah. Is there anything else you want from me for now? I can just start heading back.
Yeah,
Okay, search warrant, as far as the search warrant goes.
Get the description of the place.
Okay.
A couple photos and describe it.
Okay.
What are you doing? Well, get in town. We've got a quadruple homicide. It's not almost 1122 Spring Road.
Yep, sounds good. And then I gotta grab my phone. You're looking for any shell casings, knives, or just any indicia weapons used.
Weapons, signs of force or tools to break into building, electronic devices, etc., etc.
Okay. All
Main thing is just get the body of it.
Okay.
This time we were dispatched here. Prosecutor, when you get a hold of the on-call prosecutor, tell them what we got. Let them know that you're working on a search warrant and the nature of it, and then we'll go from there. They'll have a long list.
Okay. Do you want these are the victims' names?
I don't know them at this point. I'm going to probably do a quick walkthrough and then go back.
Okay.
I'll meet you to the equipment.
I haven't finished IDing everybody here. I'll let Shane know so you can delegate that to somebody else. Hey boss, I gotta get going to start some paperwork back at the station, so I imagine you don't want to go with me. I'll have you stay here. And like I said, we'll let you know as soon as we can fill you in, okay?
Kaylee Goncalves, Madison Mogen, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin were stabbed to death at their home in Moscow, Idaho, in the early hours of the morning, sometime between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. A 911 call was made at 11:58 that morning, Wednesday, November 16, 2022. Moscow PD Chief James Fry disclosed the fact that 2 roommates at home had survived. He said there were no signs of forced entry, but refused to say who had made the 911 call and why it had been made an estimated 8 hours later. We'll fast forward about 2 weeks to the press release on November 30th, 2022, bottom of page 2. And it reads, on November 13th, the surviving roommates summoned friends to the residence because they believed one of the second-floor victims had passed out and was not waking up. At 11:58 a.m., a 911 call requested aid for an unconscious person. The call was made from one of the surviving roommates' cell phones inside the residence. Multiple people talked with the 911 dispatcher before Moscow police arrived at the location. The identity of the 911 caller has not been released.
11:55 a.m. 42 seconds, November 13, 2022. 911 location of your emergency.
Hi, something is happening. Something happened in our house. We don't know what.
What is the address of the emergency?
1122.
What is the rest of the address?
Oh, Kings Road.
Okay. And is that a house or an apartment?
It's a house.
Can you repeat the address to make sure that I have it right?
I'll talk to you guys. We live at the White, so we're next to them.
I need someone to repeat the address for verification.
The address, 1122 King Road.
And what's the phone number that you're calling from? And tell me exactly what's going on.
One of the roommates is passed out, and she was drunk last night, and she's not waking up.
Okay.
Oh, and they saw some man in their house last night. Yeah.
And are you with the patient? Okay, I need someone to keep the phone, stop passing it around.
Can I just tell you what happened pretty much?
What is going on currently? Is someone passed out right now?
I don't really know, but pretty much at 4 a.m.
Okay, I need to know what's going on right now if someone is passed out. Can you find that out?
Yeah, I'll come. Come on, we gotta go check. But we have to. Did you pass out? She's not waking up.
Okay, one moment. I'm getting help started that way.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, and how old is she?
She's 20.
20, you said?
Yes, 20 here to
Okay.
them.
Hello? Hello? Okay, I need someone to stop passing the phone around because I've talked to 4 different people.
Okay, sorry, they just gave me the phone.
Is she breathing?
Hello?
Is she breathing?
No.
Okay.
That's me. Alright. When I need you to talk to them, say. I can't talk to them, I need you to talk to them.
Okay. Hello?
Okay. I have already sent the ambulance and law enforcement. Stay on the line. If there is a defibrillator available, send someone to get it now and tell me when you have it.
Say that again? There's a police here right now.
Okay. If there is a defibrillator available, send someone to get it now and tell me when you have it. We don't have one. I think yes. Do you have a defibrillator? Yes, you have one. Are you talking to the officer? Yes. Okay, I'm going to let you go since he's there with you and can help you. Okay, thank you. Bye. Okay. 11:59 a.m. 49 seconds, November 13, 2022.
Another student who lived in the house, referred to as DM in the court documents, told police that she was awoken at approximately 4 a.m., but what she said sounded like Goncalves playing with her dog in one of the rooms upstairs. A short time later, the roommate said she thought she heard Goncalves say something like, "There's someone here." The roommate said she thought she heard crying coming from Kernodle's room and opened her door but didn't see anything. She then said she heard a male voice say something like, "It's okay. I'm going to help you." The roommate opened her door a third time after she heard crying and saw a figure clad in black clothing and a mask that covered the person's mouth and nose walking towards her. She described the person as 5'10" or taller, male, not very muscular, but athletically built with bushy eyebrows. Court documents state the man walked past the roommate as she stood in a frozen shock phase. The man then walked toward the back sliding glass door. Wow. The roommate locked herself in her room. Wow. Now we know what's going on. Oh my God. Police also found a shoe print that showed a diamond-shaped pattern similar to a Vans type shoe just outside the door of the roommate who reported spotting the suspect. That's the whole story, friend. From beginning to, well, where we are now.
For the last 2 years, the murder of Kaylee Goncalves, Madison Mogen, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin have gripped the nation. And the lawyers for the alleged killer, Bryan Kohberger, say he is innocent. The former PhD student was arrested weeks after the murders.
The defense has tried to cast doubt on one of the surviving roommates' credibility.
Today, the family of victim Kaylee Goncalves defending the survivors in a statement saying that every breath, every cry, every tremor in the voice reveals a reality so cruel, so brutally honest, it cuts deeper than anything fiction could devise. Please do not waste your energy pointing fingers at those who could not have prevented it. Over the last few weeks, more evidence has been released, helping paint a picture of what happened that November night in 2022.
We're getting a different glimpse at evidence like DNA on their fingernails, text messages and phone calls, timelines that we never heard or saw before. The dots are beginning to connect.
Transcripts showing time-stamped text messages between the two survivors after one told authorities she saw a man clad in black in the home the night of the murders. The filing reveals she tried unsuccessfully to reach the victims. Between 4:22 and 4:24 a.m., the surviving roommates text each other. "I'm freaking out right now." No, it's like a ski mask almost. The survivor on the first floor texting back, "Run down here." It's unclear what happened next, but about 6 hours later, one of the survivors tries again but can't reach the victim's phone by text. Texting Kaylee, "Please answer." Texting Madison, "Are you up?" And just before noon, more than 7 hours after the murders, that 911 call is made.
When the lead sergeant goes into the house, he later told people how the high smell of blood rose up in his nostrils, and it took him back.
This is a brutal crime scene. These victims were not shot. They were stabbed to death.
What was baffling to police, they say, is that it didn't appear that there was any forced entry. It doesn't appear that any of the victims had been sexually assaulted. And weeks later, Kohberger was arrested at his parents' home in Pennsylvania.
Last night, detectives arrested 28-year-old Bryan Christopher Kohberger.
Since his arrest, prosecutors have maintained that surveillance footage, cell phone records, and DNA evidence link Kohberger to the murders. And the linchpin is Kohberger's DNA.
We're not just talking about his DNA happened to be found in, a dresser drawer or something. It was found on a knife sheath where 4 people were killed by a knife. This is as crime scene as it gets.
But Kohberger's attorneys have tried to have that crucial DNA evidence dismissed, claiming it was unlawfully obtained using public genealogy websites.
If you can upload one of these profiles for $12 and find out all kinds of information, how is that not a Fourth Amendment issue? Now, it was done twice without a warrant in this case.
Kohberger's attorneys also argued that authorities violated the law when they used a garbage collector to retrieve trash from the Kohberger family home. It's in a gated neighborhood in Pennsylvania, and according to his lawyers, they did it without a warrant. The FBI allegedly using the garbage to make that DNA match.
I think it is different when you have the FBI telling the trash man what to do.
But prosecutors have argued all facets of the investigation, including the DNA and the use of public genealogy databases, were done properly.
The individuals who are utilizing these databases, and we're talking about millions of them, are willingly sharing their information with each other. The issue is that no one sharing this information with millions of other people could have a reasonable expectation of privacy.
And the judge siding with the state, allowing the DNA evidence to be presented to the jury. Kohberger's jury trial is slated to begin in August, and the two surviving roommates are expected to testify. His defense team attempting to strike down the death penalty on the basis of his autism spectrum disorder. For the family and the loved ones of the victims, the years-long nightmare continues as they just hold on to their memories.
Everyone is innocent until proven guilty, including the man behind bars right now. That's just how it goes. But the court of public opinion is something different, and I understand that. And I pray for those girls. And I pray that everyone who believes that they had something to do with it is wrong, because that would be terrible. They're going to need some counseling. And I know that the school is helping them get it. But I'm going to speak on both sides. I get it. 8 hours went by after she heard nightmarish sounds and heard strange voices, heard her roommates cry for help, saw an intruder, and she knew he was gone because they said in the report he walked out of the glass sliding door. What happened after he walked out that door? We know she had closed her bedroom door again. What happened? And why they didn't call 911? I'd like to know what you think, and I'll see you in the comments, beautiful people.
Stop passing the phone around because I've talked to 4 different people.
Okay, sorry, they just gave me the phone.
Is she breathing?
Hello?
Is she breathing?
No.
Okay.
He pled guilty.
There was overwhelming evidence that was listed point by point by prosecutors there in Latah County, talking about everything from the purchasing of the K-bar knife, the sharpener, the sheath that was left behind, DNA on that sheath that matched Bryan Kohberger, that he had driven around the area. He was caught on surveillance video several times there. He turns his phone off, turns it back on after the murders, and maybe one of the most chilling details, he takes a selfie just hours after the killings in his mirror with a thumbs up.
I was actually surprised to hear how much Bill Thompson, the lead prosecutor there, went into detail with the family members sitting right there, Tom. This is something they have never heard before. They have never heard that much from Bryan Kohberger. Remember, this is their first time, for some of them, facing him there head on, listening to him say, in fact, he entered that house with the intent to commit burglary, entered that house, killed all of their children, and then took a selfie after, and he had to admit guilt on each and every one of those.
So as to count 1 burglary, the state would have to have proven that on or about November 13, 2022 in Latah County, Idaho, you unlawfully entered a residence located at 1122 King Road in Moscow, Idaho, with the intent to commit the felony crime of murder. As to count 2, the state would have had to have proven that on or about that same date in Latah County, Idaho, you did willfully, unlawfully, deliberately, with premeditation and malice aforethought, kill and murder Madison Mogen, a human being, by stabbing Madison Mogen, from which she died. As to count 3, the state would have had to have proven that on that same date in Latah County, at that same address, you did willfully, unlawfully, deliberately, with premeditation and malice aforethought, kill and murder Kaylee Goncalves, a human being, by stabbing her, from which she died. As to count 4, the state would have had to have proven that on or about that same date in Latah County, Idaho, you did willfully, unlawfully, deliberately, with premeditation and malice aforethought, kill and murder Xana Kernodle, a human being, by stabbing her, from which she died. And then as to count 5, Also murder in the first degree that on or about November 13th, 2022, in Latah County, Idaho, you did willfully, unlawfully, deliberately, with premeditation and malice aforethought, kill and murder Ethan Chapin, a human being, by stabbing him, from which he died. Do you understand those things the state would have had to have proven?
Yes.
And do you understand that by pleading guilty, the state no longer has to prove those things because you're admitting those things are true?
Yes.
I want to also make, for the record, the defendant has provided with the guilty plea advisory form a document entitled Written Factual Basis that purports to have the defendant's signature dated 1 July 2025. Did you sign that document?
Yes.
And did you agree with the written factual basis that is included there?
Yes.
And then let me ask you, did you, on November 13th, 2022, enter the residence at 1122 King Road in Moscow, Idaho, with the intent to commit the felony crime of murder?
Yes.
Did you, on November 13th, 2022, in Latah County, state of Idaho, kill and murder Madison Mogen, a human being?
Yes.
And did you do that willfully, unlawfully, deliberately, and with premeditation and malice aforethought?
Yes.
Did you, on or about that same date in Moscow, Idaho, kill and murder Kaylee Goncalves, a human being?
Yes.
And did you do that willfully, unlawfully, deliberately, and with premeditation and malice aforethought?
Yes.
And did you, on that same date in Moscow, Idaho, kill and murder Xana Kernodle, a human being?
Yes.
And did you do that willfully, unlawfully, deliberately, with premeditation and malice aforethought?
Yes.
And then on or about November 13th, 2022, again in Latah County, Idaho, did you kill and murder Ethan Chapin, a human being?
Yes.
Did you do that willfully, unlawfully, deliberately, with premeditation and malice aforethought?
Yes.
I don't get it. What? Why? Four murders, burglary, 4 life sentences, plus 10 years. He lied all the way through just to plead guilty. Why? I'll see you in the comments, beautiful people.